Hello everybody, and happy new year. I'm saying fruitful new year so everything that you harvested can start to bear fruit. So my saying has been have a fruitful new year. I haven't talked to you guys in a long time. There has been so much going on. Hopefully you guys have been succeeding and overcoming and flourishing in the areas in which you want to, in which you choose to. Personal, emotional, mental, material, spiritual, all of the above. Okay. So I had a channeling. I've had several channelings, to be honest. I haven't really posted them because I didn't really know if they were beneficial, because some messages, I take as just like a personal note to myself. So, but this one I got, and I was riding in my car, and Holy Spirit just told me to tell you guys. So the channeling, don't you hate when somebody go through all that just to get to the point? It's like, get to the point. So excuse me. Okay. So it was very disturbing, and I was asleep, and I had a relative. This person was in my dream, and they were someone else at first, and then they just slowly started turning into who they really were, which was their self. So their face was, I don't want to say shape-shifting. It was like they were being someone that they wasn't for a while. And so they tricked me into believing that they were, you know how somebody's like, you remember me, you know who I am, I'm your cousin, I'm your sister, I'm your whatever. But at that time, you know, that's not who they are being towards you. They're using that to cover up like their real motive or their real intention. So they got to bring it out like, I'm your sister, I'm your brother. Or, you know, not everybody does that, but some people do. But anyway, in the dream, this person was being someone else. And then I slowly realized who they really were. Because I thought it was a friend of mine. I said it the right way. I thought it was a friend of mine for some reason, and I was talking to them like, you know, what a baby, and they was like, what are you talking about? I don't have a baby. And then it wound up being her, like underneath it. Okay, so this is like somebody who has a mask on, and then it wound up just being my relative. So we got into this argument. I don't even know how it happened. We were rolling around outside, and she put on this big dramatic, and she was like, she got my house, and she living in my house, and she got my car, and this is my stuff, I'm finna call the police. Long story short, everything that was mine, she was trying to say belonged to her. And the neighbors were right there. One of them was blind, but he could hear really good. So he came out, and he was like, I know that's your stuff, don't worry about it, you ain't got to do nothing. Because she took off running. She made this whole scene, caused everybody to come outside, and me and her were wrestling at first, and some kind of way I ended up on top of her. So she made it seem like I forced her down to the ground and just did so much disruptive behavior really to her, and I did not do either. So I'm sitting there like, okay, what I'm supposed to do? And so the neighbors were like, just y'all need to keep that's personal business, y'all need to keep y'all family stuff to yourself and deal with it the way y'all can. And so I'm like, okay. And so I just laid there, and then she started saying stuff like, it was showing her being successful on YouTube and stuff like that, and I was like, oh, okay, let me look at it, because in my mind I'm thinking, okay, it's a person I would want to support, because you remember it's still your relative. So it was like her being successful and blowing up and all this other stuff. And then she was like, I know you're jealous of my success, and so I was like, I'm not jealous of your success, you projected that onto me. And as soon as I said it in the dream, it was like this shadowy thing, like this, like the clown. Is it? It's like, I'm talking about, is it? You know, when before you see the person, you see their shadow, right? So that's how it was. It was like I could see her. It was like she was leaving, but her shadow was still there in the vision, and it scared the heck out of me. And I was like, God, just wake me up, because I don't want to hear no more. And so I finally woke up. Now the weird thing about this is, I don't know about for you, but for me it already happened. It was like I was trying to tell you the vision. I hope that made sense, because I was trying to say it. But I know my words, I have to work on the way I communicate, because it's not as effective as it should be. But it's okay, we'll throw a joke in there and act like it's all good. I guess. I don't know. But the way it was revealed to me was Holy Spirit was telling me that this person had did that before to me when it was a breakdown in my family, and I did not know why, because this person actually, me and her were involved. Like, we stayed together, we did a lot of stuff together. I helped this person become confident, I helped this person start going to school, I helped this person out a lot. And when they left my life, like before they left my life, I was like, I know you're gonna leave my life and you're gonna have everybody turn on me. And this person was like, no I'm not. This was way prior to anything, before the person started even going to school, doing whatever. I said, I know you're gonna leave me and you're gonna turn your back on me, and you're gonna turn everybody against me. And so this person did it, but I assumed that they didn't do it. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna just believe that because I said it. And so Holy Spirit was revealing that to me. So it was just saying that some of the stuff in family is not because of your actual family. It's because it is one person in the family who basically pretends to be something that they're not. It's almost like, I want to say it's pretty much a stronghold. It's like they were counting on, and this person was putting their face on all my stuff like they were me. It was so crazy because it was like they had took my identity from me, and they was like, I'm the one who did all that for so and so, I'm the one who made it happen. And this person really had confused a lot of people around me, telling them that, I know I'm so serious now that I think about it, telling them that they were the one doing this for me, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am. So to me, it was just like, I just kept going through life, because this happened when I was like 19, 20. I'm like, why does everything happen to you when you're 19? I have no idea, because that was the beginning the beginning of the fucking end. That was the beginning of something in my life when I first started, like, my spiritual journey, where I had to be alone and just be isolated from everybody that I knew until I could gather my thoughts and gather myself as a person. But this already happened, so I was asking God, why would you tell me this today? It was because he was saying that I didn't see what really took place. This person really did like a whole 360 to where they will blind you into thinking that you are not, and it's really just narcissism, like you are not nothing, and if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be there. And it's really weird because this person came back into my life and I had not remembered none of the stuff they did. I was there to lend a helping hand. I would say the person went and did the exact same thing again, and I was like, this person is freaking bananas. But I felt more crazy because I allowed the person back into my life, but I thought it was like a clearing, like we was coming, because this was when I learned about karma and how things work. So I was like, okay, I guess this person coming back so we could clear some stuff up. This person came, sat in my face and told me, you did this to me, you did that to me, and 3 times 2. And so I was like, okay, what is 3 times 2? I don't know, 6. It was just, I don't understand. And I was like, okay, I guess it's a family situation. And so I was like, okay, we'll talk it out. I apologize for my wrongdoing, try to make it right. This person lived my life, then they came back again. So I was like, okay, you're here, but it's my turn to speak. And when it was my turn to speak, this person like, I don't want to hear that, and I got other stuff going on, and yada yada yada, and you ain't got nothing to complain about. Like, you got a house and a car, so you should just be thankful or something like that. Some people need to be humble. It just was a long story about why she wasn't fin to listen to my side of the story, and why she was not about to apologize, and why she didn't feel like she did nothing wrong. So to me, it was just like a slap in the face, and it was just like, okay, you can exit stage left, because this fucking show is over. You can exit stage left, because I don't want to hear it no more. So this person was kicked out of the play. You're not in my movie anymore. I was just playing. But this person, I told them to just go ahead and go their own way, because I didn't have time for it, and I haven't spoken to that person since. So I kind of just let it go. And when I let it go, I prayed about it, and I just felt like it was done. So I was like, okay, I don't have to worry about that. And Holy Spirit revealed to me last night that this is something that they want you guys to know, that it was a person. Like, your family, your whole entire family was not against you. Your whole entire family was not jealous. It was just one person going around, like, affecting people and leaving, like, even weird stuff. And this person even told me when I was talking to them, that's the part that I was talking to God about. This person told me, this person was like, I do magic, and you don't want to mess with me because I do magic, and you'll think I'm evil. I said, I hope it's good magic, which I don't know if there's a good magic or a bad magic, because everything has an effect. But this person told me to my face, like, I do magic. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, I pray. So shit, I don't know which one's better. They told me to my face that they do magic. I said, well, I hope it's good magic. And they never did respond. So I don't know. But this person was going around doing stuff to everybody in the family, having everybody affected. But this is the type of person to where everybody say, well, something wrong with him, or she got this diagnosis, or this person kind of like, okay, they probably have proof like on the earthly plane that something is wrong with them, like from the doctor or something like that. But on a spiritual level, they are so just mischievous. They just a mischievous person overall, and just a manipulative person overall. So they kind of threw everybody through a cycle that nobody needed to go through. But it was all because they were holding on to something within them that made them feel bitter and rebellious and less than. So they took everybody through a cycle for no reason. But along that cycle, I think the Divine Feminine got the brunt of everything, because she had ties with like almost everybody in the family. Probably not everybody, because I didn't have ties with everybody, but everybody in the family that had ties with her really had nothing bad to say about her. And so this person didn't like that. Even though this person probably wasn't a bad individual overall, it's just some stuff in their life that they can never change, and some stuff that you can do that this person can never do. They don't like that. And so they created this cycle and this loop for no reason, because this person, this might just be a testimony, but it's really a channeling. But I guess I have to express myself too during it. I don't like being vulnerable. I do not like being mushy. It's the worst thing ever. I mean, I just play. But this person was around me, and this person told me some stuff about family that I didn't even know. Like, this person has a lot of like family secrets, not like knowledge or anything, just secrets of what everybody did, because it's like they was right in everybody's ear hustling, right in everybody's house, right in everybody's place, right in everybody's car, you know. And they learned a lot of stuff, and that's what they used to tear the other person down, or to make the other person have their back. So when I helped this person out, I had their back. They were still mad. I'm like, why are you still upset? I'm right here helping you. And this person was like, because I wanted so-and-so to help me. You know, a person who like mad because the other person don't come through. But if you come through, they still mad because they feel like you should do it for me because I said you should do it for me. It's like, no, if I send you somebody else to help you, it's like you telling, it's like if God say, you want Daniel to help you, but I'm going to send, you know, I'm about to say, I'm going to send Edward. And then you like, I don't want Edward to help me, I want Daniel to help me. Like, that's a slap in God's face. But then at the same time, it speaks of that person's character, because it's like, why would you try to choose who God sends to help you? That means you don't want the help, because if you want the help, you accept it no matter how it comes. It was more of a control thing. It was more of a bias thing. And this person has been like that for a while, but nobody has ever spoke on it. And for me, I'm like, God, I hope you don't think I'm going to confront that person. So it was also a thing of where if you are doing different things, I'm pretty sure you already know to keep your stuff under wraps. But even it sucks when it has to be even with family, because the person is going to try to take your success. Because when we was on YouTube, I was like, what was she? And the stuff that was on YouTube was some of the stuff that I was doing, but I was looking at it laughing. I wouldn't have never thought that God was trying to show me that this person had took like my ideas and took like some of my stuff, and even took credit for the stuff that belonged to me, and put their face. Like, imagine somebody like plastering their face on your business or on your ID. You know, plastering their face on your ID, or using your name with their face. And it's like, this is what that person was doing to you the entire time. But the whole message is not just about somebody in the family betraying you, or being jealous, or saying, or swapping identity with you, or swapping like even your energy. This person come around you and just take your energy, y'all. Like, I was, ooh, yes, this person was around me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting drunk. Like, when I start bumping into stuff and getting clumsy, it's like, I'm a clumsy individual altogether, right? But if I'm around another person and I'm clumsy, it's like something is off. It's like the energy is off, or we not vibing right, or they taking from me. So I was around this person, I was just bumping. I was like, my energy getting drained, and it just, these people can't, like, she was just so mean and attitude at this point. And then when I bumped into something, I was like, dang, I was like, you draining my energy. These people walked by and they was like, hey, how you doing? They straight ignored me and looked at her. And I was the one over there like minding my business and having fun playing. I was like, that never happens, because people always just speak to, if it's us, people will speak to both of us, or they'll speak to me, and we'll just keep the conversation. And she doesn't even speak to anybody. So when that happened, I was like, oh my gosh, this person really just swapped with me. I was like, come on, you got to go. After that, I was in go mode. I was like, you got to hurry up and go. And I'm gonna say it like this because I always defend people that I love and care about, because I still love this person and it's still a relative, and all this is this has already happened for me. Spirit was just showing me the spiritual aspect of it because I didn't know, and I like to just brush everything to the side because I like to move forward. I don't like to really sit too long to understand stuff because I'm emotional and I might cry, and I might cry too long, so I just be like, I don't want to cry no more. I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. And so after that, I was just like, rush, go, go, go. You got to get away from me because I can't handle it. So for you, it could be happening now, or it could have been happening. You didn't understand the spiritual meaning of this person being in your life. They were just there as like almost, I don't want to say they were a shadow to you, but they were a representation really of how there are like molds in the family. A mold, something that's like a mold that can make you sick and cause an odor and just whatever. It was just a mold. And well, no, molds don't even have like an odor. Like a mold is something you can't smell, you can't really see, and once it starts spreading, all you know is you going around coughing and you sick and you don't know why. And let me tell you, this person hasn't done anything on a physical plane that you can, like, this person probably has not like just hit somebody in the family or slip nothing on nobody in the family. They probably didn't steal. They might have, it just depends. But on a spiritual plane, this person was doing all kind of stuff to really keep division in the family, and what they did was cover it up with you. Like, oh, so and so did it, like Amy did it, like Brianna did it, whatever. Just whatever your name is, like saying that you did it, because there was a way for them not to get in trouble. And since family took this person's side because they feel like this person had like a psychological issue or a mental issue or an emotional issue that everybody could see on paper because the doctor may have diagnosed it, or they could just tell because this person was going around saying everything that they was going through, which was really nothing but them creating situations. This is the type of person that would create situations and then say that they have a situation. And it's like, you should have a situation. You created it. Like, that's what you did. So this person's purpose really in the family. I'm not saying this person is a bad person, but this person's role in the family was to just be a mold. And now you can disinfect it if you want to. Is your choice. You could clean it out, or you could just move altogether. But the message was, it's not your whole family that's against you, and it's not them that's jealous of you. It's just this one person going around telling everybody something about you. And if you like me, I don't defend myself when it comes to family. I'll get mad and cuss your ass out, but I don't really go to the back and forth or try to come clear something up that somebody said, because my whole belief is this: if somebody says something to you about what happened, if me and you get into it, and then we got this best friend named Sally, if you and I get into it and you go tell Sally what happened, I'm not going to go behind you and try to explain it to Sally, because I know 9 times out of 10, Sally going to believe your story first, because people usually believe the person who runs to them first, but the person who runs to them first is usually the one who either offended, finna falsify the information, or who just low-key just mad because they ain't prospering right now. So they going to come tell you some stuff about me, or you going to go tell Sally some stuff about me because either you offended that I beat you at your own game, or something like that. So I don't go behind nobody and try to get Sally on my side or my bandwagon, because it's like, why would I do that? And if you know who you are, you know you don't have to do that unless confronted with the issue. Now, you confront me and ask me, did you do this because so-and-so said you did this? I'll tell you, but in the back of my heart, I'm automatically knowing you already believe Sally. That's why I like the song what it said, Tasha Cobbs, I'm getting ready to see. Nicki Minaj said, I don't have to talk, the Lord defends me. I watch my fall for going against me, because me and all my angels shot the devil up. While you was trying to pull me down, I leveled up. I thought it sounded cool when I said that. But yes, that's how it's been. I think I've been talking for 20 minutes. I hope I got the point across. That was kind of some of my personal journey, but I know I don't share a lot about myself. I think I do. I always say I'm not open, and I'm like an open book. But no, this person was doing that. They have been doing that since the beginning of time. But when the dream was all over, like, I had finally stood up for myself and I said, no, you projecting that onto me, and this person got scared, and so they left the scene, but their shadow was still there. So even when this person leave your house or leave the situation, you still feel their energy. And if it's a negative energy, it's like you still feel that shadow around you, because that's what they walking in, that's what they carrying in, that's the mold in the family. So it's more of a thing. I don't think you have to do anything personally. I would just say pray about it. talk to God about it and let it go. But it's a spiritual understanding that God wants you to know it was never about the whole family. It was about this one person with this bitterness, this spoiled, just bitter person that you couldn't, it's a mold. You can't see a mold. You know what I mean? So it's not the person that you can see, the person that's always like, It's the person that you would least expect to be carrying that type of thing and doing that to everybody in the family. And you don't have to go warn nobody either. Like, God already revealing that to them too, because they didn't know. All they could go off was what this person said, because you probably didn't defend yourself, or you probably didn't explain yourself. If you're like me, like, I don't explain myself to nobody, because I'm like, why give you more ammo to shoot me with? I always feel like when I'm explaining myself to people, I'm just giving them ammo to shoot me with. So I'm like, I don't want to be shot today, therefore I'm not giving you no bullets, because I know you ain't got your own bullets, you know. What's that movie? Don't Be a Menace to Society. He talking about the mind. Well, he says the mind is the bullets. What did he say? Oh, guys, I don't know. The knowledge is the bullets that you fuel. I don't know what he said. So I know you ain't got your own knowledge to shoot me with, because you don't know anything about me, or you ain't trying to know. So I'm not going to give you no ammo. But this person was like a mold in the family. And Holy Spirit just wanted you to know that. I hope I explained that right, because I think I just talked for 20 minutes about myself. But anyway, I hope you guys have a fruitful new year. And I think I have another one. Well, I don't think. I'm going to do another one for what the Divine Masculine wants you to know. But at this point, it's just, this is all about you and what you've gone through. And this mold created more of a burden on you, because this person exposed a lot of stuff to you that was trusted to them, that only they knew. And they didn't do it out of good intentions. They did it really to tear other people down, to make them feel better about themselves. So that's what it has been, and that's why all the stuff in family has been happening. But you guys, of course, are coming out of it. Some of you might be still going into it, and you don't know, like, why is everybody tripping on me? And it's not really a haterade or a jealousy thing. It's more of this mold that has been, and if you know a mold make you sick, this mold has been making everybody sick, and everybody like, we gotta have her back, or we gotta have his back, and this person making you sick. Like, why would you continue? Like, it's like having a snotty nose, and you know when somebody has mucus in their nose, they sniff it like, that's so nasty, because that mean I got mucus in my nose. Like, they do that. Well, I'm trying to make the effect. I probably need to blow my damn nose. But you know how they don't blow. That sounds so nasty, guys. Please, I do not have mucus in my nose. But you know, it's like, instead of them blowing, like, they sitting there doing it all day. Like, it's like, how do you make the noise? I think it's something like that. But instead of them blowing, it's just fucking irritating. Instead of you just blowing your nose, getting the damn mucus out of it, they sitting there doing that. And it's nasty. So instead of them getting rid of the mold or cleaning the mold up, they sitting there like looking at it, like spread all over the family and not really caring. It's like, why would you not clean it up? Like, why would you sit there and play with the damn mold? Look at the color is changing and all. Don't nobody want to do that. So they acting like they, well, they're not acting like, well, it's just they didn't know. And so they around this mold and don't know, because the mold is invisible. It's like, I don't want to say it's invisible. The mold is hard to find. It's not invisible. It's just hard to find. And you have to really want to clean your house. Like, for a family to find the mold, they have to really want to build a healthy, pure, whole family. You can't be like, oh, well, I'm just going to talk to these two and not talk to these two. That means you don't want your whole family pure and whole. So if you want your whole family healthy, you know, you're going to go through it. Like, when you start cleaning up your house, you're not going to just clean around the couch. Like, you're going to clean under the couch too. Hopefully, if you just, and then you remember you got to clean the pillowcases and stuff. What am I saying now? I be trying to make metaphors so you can understand what I'm saying. I probably do too much. But you take the pillows out of the couch if they come out, and you clean in there too. It ain't no way to properly clean it and get it healthy. So the whole time we was trying to get healthy in family and get purified, we forgot about the mold that was in there, and we didn't know who it was, and we started blaming everybody but the mold, because the mold is the one you look over, because you're like, oh, this person is not going to do anything. They're crazy, or they're emotional, or they're good, or this is just their behavior. And no, this person was just manipulating the whole situation in spirit, trying to figure out how to get, you know, over on everybody, and how to get strong, and how to use everybody's really emotions for their own good, to get what they wanted out of family. And it's a sad thing, but I mean, it happens. And it's just, I don't know, it's just one of those things you just pray about and you just keep going. That's what I do. I told God, don't give me no dream like that no more. I said, I don't really care what nobody did. Like, it's old, but I understand the importance, and I was asked to share it, so that's what I'm gonna do. And if you're going through it, I mean, hopefully you understand that it was never about you or the family. It was about this mold. And I guess this mold can be cleansed. Like, we don't have to throw the person out of the family. It's just whatever you guys choose to do. But long story short, I hope you guys have a fruitful, prosperous new year. And I will be back. Well, who said that? Sylvester? Was it Sylvester Stallone? I'll be back. Anyway, I'll be back. I love you guys.